Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Beretta 9mm USA here, and today we've got a versus video for you. This is the SIG Sauer P226 Legion versus the Wilson Combat 92G Vertec Brigadier Tactical. Both of these pistols are 9mm. So this is going to be a comparison video between two very popular pistol models out there. These are the variants that young Beretta and I like best. We think these are the best versions of these pistols available today.
All right, here we go. 18 round flush fitting P226 mag. Double action first round. The trigger on this gun is amazing. It's the Gray Guns trigger.
The first thing we want to cover is overall quality on both of these pistols. The Wilson here has a Brigadier slide, which is the strongest slide that Beretta has ever made. It will last a long period of time with many thousands of rounds put through the pistol. That's on this particular Beretta model. The SIG 226 is that very well-known pistol for generations, right? This pistol has been used by law enforcement and military alike and has proven to be a very long-term pistol with very few issues. Just an outstanding pistol overall.
M9A3 magazine.
Features. Let's start with the grips themselves. The SIG Sauer has an excellent grip to it. Its circumference is great for medium to small hands, and of course, if you have a larger hand, it's still very comfortable. The grip panels themselves are excellent. They come with the SIG Sauer Legion medallion right there on both sides. The texture of the grip itself, fantastic, very sticky to your hand. It makes for a great shooting grip. Compared to the Wilson Combat here, they are the Black Cherry Indestructible grips. They are ultra thin to go along with that Vertec grip from Wilson Combat here. It makes for a great profile and a very easy grip and smaller grip for you to get a hold of the pistol. Gone is that great big gargantuan grip of the regular Beretta, and this is near perfection here. Great job by Wilson Combat. If you have smaller hands, you're going to love the grips on this Wilson Combat Beretta.
All right, guys, we're shooting that SIG Sauer Elite Performance ammunition. It is the 115 grain full metal jacket, traveling at 1,185 feet per second. Double action first round.
Alright guys, let's talk over machining. Both these pistols are extremely well machined overall. One of the features that's very nice on the Beretta here is the beveling for easier magazine insertion on the frame here. It's very nice, very well done. You've also got the addition here of the Wilson Combat Mag Guide, which allows for extremely easy magazine insertion. Even if you are terrible at reloading a pistol, you just can't get it in the mag well, this really allows for easy and fast reloading of this pistol. This mag guide is installed where the lanyard loop is normally installed.
getting better with this SIG 226 Legion.
So what do you think? Which one has a lighter recoil impulse and has a better trigger?
The recoil impulse is very, very close. And I actually think I preferred the SIG trigger a little bit more than the Wilson trigger, which is kind of surprising. I thought it would be the other way.
It's because of that shorter reset, man.
Yeah.
Just has a better trigger as far as the reset.
They're both excellent. It's just this particular time on this range session, I was really digging the reset on this one.
Moving on to another point here, the SIG comes stock with a steel guide rod out of box. Right now this pistol does have a DPM guide rod assembly installed in it, which you can see right here. The Wilson stock has a wonderful steel fluted guide rod assembly, again, stock out of box. Just very high quality on both these pistols. So basically, in our opinion, the overall quality of those two parts out of box is basically the same. You're getting a very nice high quality steel guide rod both ways. 18 round flush fitting magazine, Metgar mid. Double action first round. Damn, this thing is fast. One of the major differences, in my opinion, on overall quality is the checkering on these pistols. Both pistols do have checkering on the front strap, however, there is a major difference. Let me show you the Beretta 92 Vertec Wilson Combat real fast here. Look at the checkering there on the front strap. This is done in-house by Wilson Combat. It is extremely aggressive overall and just provides a great amount of texture. It's also done on the back strap. This is what gives it the Vertec profile. They give it the Vertec profile in-house at Wilson Combat, and then they armor tough it. Extremely high quality here and very aggressive. Comparing that to the Sauer P226, it's a very minimalist style approach to checkering. It's just not very aggressive overall, although you do have checkering up here on the under the trigger guard and up front, depending on the way you grip your pistol. But there is a difference in quality there. I would say the Wilson Combat has better checkering overall.
All right, let's get the M9A3 magazine out of the Neo Mag. We're going to see if this M9A3 magazine works perfectly in the Wilson. Double action first round. No problems.
All right, let's cover weight real quick on both of these pistols. The SIG Sauer Legion comes in at 34 ounces, and the Wilson Combat Beretta comes in at a hair over 35 ounces. So very close to the same here. Let's talk about the decockers on both of these pistols. This SIG Sauer Legion is very traditional in its style, as the same as the other 226s that have come before it, except for they have smaller controls. So if you're going to decock this pistol, reach over with your thumb and hit and drag this lever down. It decocks the pistol, puts it in double action, and you still have a live trigger here, so you can still defend yourself in double action. That's the Legion. The Wilson Combat, here you're right here in single action. You want to decock. You're going to reach up here to the slide itself, pull this lever down, let go of it, it springs back up, and you are in double action here. You have a live trigger, and you can defend yourself if the gunfight's not over yet. This is the safest mode to carry this with a round in the chamber, just like the 226 Legion. Round in the chamber, decocked, and in full double action. There is no other safeties to worry about. I like that about both of these pistols. That is the way to go, in my opinion. And the G model of Berettas are all set up like this.
Double action first round.
Let's talk about the barrels themselves. I'm going to go ahead and lock the pistols back, just in case you're wondering what they would look like in the locked back position. There's that. the SIG Sauer has a 4.6-inch barrel. Nothing really different about it. That's basically the standard 226 barrel. On the Wilson Combat Beretta here, you have a recessed target crown to it. And it is a stainless steel match grade barrel. I believe it is covered in the black Bruneton from Beretta. Because when they tear this pistol down and rebuild it, the whole bottom frame is redone in the Wilson Combat Armor Tough. But everything above in the slide is covered in the Beretta finish.
Wow.
Out of box, both these pistols will come with 3 15-round magazines. The Wilson Combat Beretta will come with 3 15-round sand-resistant magazines seen here. It's a very high-quality magazine. Whereas the SIG Sauer P226 will come with 3 of these Checkmate 15-round mags. We haven't had any issues with these magazines at all. In the past, these have been reported to have some problems. In our use of these mags, not one single issue. And that's with this pistol and also our P226 Dark Elite. Alright, I'm going to try to drive this pretty hard here. Let's see how I do. Double action first round. Had a couple little missteps there, but was on top of it most of the time there. 18-round Mekgar mag. Alright guys, let's cover the sights on both these pistols. The SIG P226 Legion has a 3-dot tritium night sight picture here. The rear is fully serrated to reduce glare. And you can see your 2 tritium vials right there. You have a ledge right here that you can rack something off of. And the front sight is SIG Sauer's very high visibility X-ray front night sight. So very nice green luminescent paint around your tritium vial in the front. These sights are fully replaceable if you guys do want to change them out, but we would never do that. We love these sights on this pistol. The front sight just jumps right out at you. Comparing those sights to the Wilson Combat sights, with the Wilson Combat, you have a high visibility, white outlined front sight that is a tritium insert in the front, and the rear sight is Wilson Combat's rear battle sight. You have serrations on the back here to reduce glare, as well as a U rear notch for quick, fast sight acquisition. You also do have a ledge on it to rack the pistol if need be. Love the Wilson Combat logo on the slide there. Just very classy, and of course on the grips. We prefer the sights on the SIG Sauer Legion because of the high visibility front sight.
Such a nice shooter, man.
All right, guys, let's cover trigger, which I love to do. One thing about these Wilson Combat Berettas right here is they all come with a steel trigger, as opposed to some of the polymer triggers that are in your cheaper Beretta regular 92s, 96s, and stuff like that. So that's another upgrade you get here with this package. You get a wonderful steel trigger. There is no flex or anything to it. It's absolutely smooth as butter. It is one of the best, if not the best, Beretta trigger out there. Yes, it was tuned by Wilson Combat. Yes, they got the help from those folks there and they needed it. This is so much better than a stock trigger. Now let's talk about single action. As you can tell from right here, has a little bit of take up right there. You start feeling some resistance as you get to this point, but look, it still has a little bit more take up. Then you get to the wall and it just snaps. Again, you're in single action, take up. To here, you feel a little resistance, more take up, and then it snaps. When you're using it in the field, it feels wonderful. There's no question about it. The best Beretta trigger out there, bar none.
How's the reset?
The reset, that's a good question. Coming out right there. And then you've got some movement going back. So let's do that one more time. Reset. Right there. You're not at the wall. You've got some take up right there. And then it snaps like glass.
It's still the best Beretta trigger that we've ever experienced.
Yes. But when you compare it to this gun right here, there is a difference. So, double action, heavier, quite a bit heavier. Wow. No question which one is better in double action, guys. This may be good for a SIG, but it is not a Wilson Combat Beretta pistol. Huge difference. You can see it as I'm working through the trigger there. Single action. Quite a bit of movement. Quite a lot. As you come back here to the wall, you're at the wall, it stops, and it snaps. So that's the great part right there.
So this is a Grey Guns trigger, by the way.
Reset, and this is where it has it. Coming out, that's it. More pressure back on it, you're at the wall. So, for your first round, coming through that double action trigger, there's no comparison. The Wilson Combat Beretta kills this SIG. But after you fire that first round, and you're now to single action coming off the reset, it is amazing. And you're at the wall and snap. Heavier trigger here, nowhere near as good in double action. Single action, it's a better trigger. So it's hard to pick a winner here, but when you look at everything together, I think this has the better trigger. Though, coming off, if you're a guy who shoots off of reset, you're absolutely gonna love the reset on this 226 Legion.
Double action. That was a headshot. Another one. Double action first round.
Let's move on to something you guys always question, and that's about the price. The price of the SIG Sauer 226 Legion MSRP is $1,413. And I find these pistols can be found available anywhere from $11.99 to $12.99. So basically this pistol can be found for $1,200 to $1,300 if you look around a little bit. On the Wilson Combat Brigadier Tactical, you're looking at a $1,495 MSRP, so a little bit more than the SIG 226 MSRP. The thing about this pistol itself is it's selling for very close to that $1,495 price. So basically what I'm finding is this pistol will run you about $200 more than a SIG 226 Legion. Now for that, you get the smaller circumference grip, you get the match grade barrel, which is all tricked out, and all the other things that come with this particular Vertec style Wilson Combat Beretta. Is it worth it? That's for you to decide. But what I'm doing is I'm upgrading a lot of my SIGs to Legions and letting go of the older models, which are not as nice. And I'm going to be upgrading my Berettas to more Wilson Combat Berettas and letting go of my 6, 7, 8-year-old Berettas that I have in my collection. That's what I choose to do. Which one is better for you? That depends on which trigger you like better. If you're a SIG guy, you're gonna love this SIG Legion right here. If you're a Beretta person or a Wilson Combat person, it's gonna be hard to beat this one. Both of these pistols are very high quality pistols, and I highly encourage you to buy one if you don't have one already. As always, everyone, thanks for watching the video. Remember to like, share, and subscribe to our channel here on YouTube, Beretta 9mm USA, and consider supporting our channel on Patreon. And follow us on Instagram for more guns and gear videos coming up in the future.